Gonna do a quick mic check, making sure I'm actually because I'm streaming a few different areas. So give me a moment, please. See where this is at. Hello, how you doing, TikTok? All right. Well, that didn't work. Maybe if I click here. Okay, sound good. All right. How the fuck are we doing tonight, Wolfpack? Happy Halloween. It is it has been an interesting night. It has been a very interesting night. So, got home from trick or treating and noticed one of the pigs was in the driveway. And they decided to get in the friggin' uh get in the trash. Well, that pig decided to get in the trash. Got trash everywhere. Had to coax the pig back into the pasture out and back, and and then pick up all the trash. So that's how my night's going. Plus, I did not want to start this so late and do this so late, but we'll see. For anybody new here, this is Yana's Wolfpack, and Yana stands for You Are Not Alone. Yana's Wolfpack is a mental health awareness and support group. Uh, you can find us on Facebook, public page, private page, YouTube, and TikTok. Of course, I'm on TikTok right now, but I'm also streaming to about 3 or 4 different places. So, with that, if you're trying to find Yana's Wolfpack, it is spelled YANAS. You can also email me. I believe you can find my email in TikTok, but you can email me with any questions, comments, suggestions at yanaswolfpack@gmail.com. Uh, again, Yana is spelled YANAS. So, this is my first official time going live on TikTok. Or I went live the other day, and it was funny because I got like 50 people, 256 people in there watching it on TikTok. But when uh when I went live, I wasn't expecting it. I was just playing around, had it actually pointed at the screen trying to figure it all out. So yeah, like I said, this is my first time going live on TikTok. So I appreciate the viewers, appreciate the anybody else watching. Chris, if you have a vape, don't put it in the way of the live. Why? Why are you saying that? I believe that's Stacy. Why is that, Stacy? You can pin a comment now. Tap a comment to pin. Okay. Well, so until I get this figured out where I can stream on the computer and on TikTok at the same time, it's possible some way, somehow. I will figure it the hell out. But apparently TikTok only gives that. Oh, because I'll get banned? Okay, well then you start seeing me doing like this TikTok and go away from the camera, then that's what I'm doing. Thanks for that thanks for that info. I did not know that. So, uh yeah, I figured it was you. So, says encourage. Okay, so I have a very bad problem with being a squirrel and having squirrel moments. So if I sit here and read this comment or these comments that everybody's, throwing at me, I'm going to try and pay attention to a little bit. But if I keep reading them, it is going to throw me the fuck off. So I do not want to keep doing that. But I also don't want to be on here all night trying to find the live on Facebook because I had a Facebook comment and I want to make sure that I'm not leaving anybody out. Where is it? Come on, pop up. No, I need you to be quiet though. Hey Jody, how you doing? That's who it is on Facebook. So, if you got Jody, if you have TikTok, you can go. You can go. Why is it telling me to swipe that way? What the hell does that mean? Oh, okay. I can bring up the that lets me see. Lets me see the comments easier. Huh. Well, ain't that fucking nifty? Ain't that nifty? All right. All right, we're gonna get started. Like I was saying, I'm already squirreling like a motherfucker tonight. So if I keep paying attention to these comments, it's gonna make me squirrel and I'll get off topic. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. There's the cowboy hat and mustache. That's actually pretty fitting for the pigs that I was talking about earlier. So this is Yana's Wolfpack for the people that are joining us. This is Yana's Wolfpack. We are a mental health awareness and support group. Find us on Facebook, public and private page, YouTube, TikTok, and email. Just search for Yana's Wolfpack. Yana is spelled Yanas. I also have a podcast on all major podcast hosts. You can find me searching for Yana's Wolfpack. Again, it is spelled Yanas. When you get started, this is a little segment that I like to do in the podcast. This is for the full version of the podcast, or you want to go back and listen to it. Always look for us there and subscribe to the podcast. Download them. I like to do something that's called Leaders of the Pack, where I take memes that people in the private Facebook support group. Sorry. I'm a little nervous. My anxiety is a little high. My anxiety is a little high tonight with getting on here and doing something new, as in TikTok. So I don't know what the hell. I got all kinds of shit popping up on my screen, but we're going to work through this. This is what this is about. This is, about helping people with anxiety and depression and PTSD and all those good mental health things. Y'all are putting like weird things on me as I'm watching. That's funny. But Leaders of the Pack is a little segment. It's more or less not a segment. It's kind of what it's turning into. But I like to take memes that people, pack members, that's what I like to call the people that are in the support group. I like to call them pack members, and read and then build off of the meme that they posted. Sometimes I can't do that here on TikTok, but in the Facebook group and on YouTube, we actually watch, motivational and inspirational videos together, and then build off that, talk about that, discuss that, everything like that. So unfortunately, the TikTok viewers can't hear the intro song that I like to play. I've been putting that into the TikTok videos and stuff. So we're gonna get started, all right? Because it's already 9:09. I've rambled all enough tonight. I think I got those anxiety jitters out of me. I said this is this is something new. So I'm on TikTok up here, and then on here, I'm on my computer. So that's why I'm looking away. I'm not ignoring you guys. All right, we're going to start off with this one. Credit goes to pack member Jamie, and he likes to post perspective of the day. Y'all already knew what I'm about to do. Okay. All right. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's true or not there, Stacy, but I'm not going to risk my first one getting banned, so I'm gonna have to look into that and see if that's true or not. Not calling you a liar. Not calling you a liar. Just saying, like I want to actually know. So in case I ever slip up. But all right, perspective of the day. Jamie likes to post these in the group, and he usually posts a couple a day. But this one begins and it says October 31st, 2022. Happy Halloween, by the way. As this month ends, it takes away your stress, anxiety, and self doubt. This ending will give a new, beautiful beginning to your life. The bad patterns are over. You're on your way to healing and success. Luck will be on your side from now on. So don't be scared and act on your dreams. Everything is possible. Trust and believe. Okay, a few things that I want to take out of that one is everything is possible. Les Brown talks about that a lot. If you don't know who Les Brown is, then go look him up. He's one of the best motivational speakers out there. Les Brown is a great motivational speaker that and mentor to me. That's what I aspire to be one of these days. I'm already being it, freaking speak it into existence. I'm a motivational speaker on mental health, but it he talks about everything is possible. Everything. Whatever you want in life, whatever you want to be in life, whatever you want to become in life, whatever dream you have, whatever thing that it is that you truly want in life, it's possible. So many other people are out there trying to get and capture and chase their dreams. I like to say, catch your dreams. Stop chasing your dreams because chasing your dreams is you're just running around. But I like to say, go out there and catch your dreams. Start making the moves that you need to make and planning and actually doing something instead of just sitting around and talking about it. Go out there and catch your dreams because everything is possible. Working on your mental health, the anxiety, the depression, the PTSD, the panic attacks, all these different things. It's possible to stop letting these things control your life. It is possible for you to overcome most of your trauma and the things that happen in your life. You just have to work at it. You just have to get to the point that that I'm sorry, forget. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get rid of these because it's definitely distracting me, make me squirrel. But everything in life is possible. You just have to reach out there and grab it. You have to reach out there and get it. You have to reach out there and want it. Like it says, you have to trust and believe. You have to trust and believe in yourself and understand that everything that you already want, everything that you already are, is inside you. It's inside of you waiting for you to be able to overcome that fear that you have and get out there and grasp life by the fucking balls and get on with your day and get it. You have to believe in that though. You have to believe that you can do this. And I know belief is a very hard thing when you're told over and over again that you're not good enough or that it's not possible for you and your dreams and goals in life that it's just you need to dream smaller. You need to friggin try something more suitable for you. You have all these negative Nancy's and everything that keep you down, that try and sit there and make you believe that you're something that you're not. You need to trust in yourself and believe in yourself enough to understand that everything is possible for you to get where you want to be in life and you can get there. Like this says, with this ending month, leave this month behind. Leave this month of October behind. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow starts fresh. Tomorrow is not the things that you went through this past month. Tomorrow is the beginning. It's the new November. We'll call that new November. And it starts with you. Starts with you trusting and believing in yourself and understanding that you are on your way to healing and success. You have to trust and believe that in this new November that we're coming into. Don't let this last October follow you into the next month. I know some shitty things have probably happened. Some things have fucking sucked, coming home to pigs, fucking escaping while trying to spend the time with the family. Ooh. So I'm gonna have to keep that. I'm gonna keep that over here. There we go. That's smarter. I'm gonna keep that thing that you said that might get me banned over there. So uh since since I can't do the sound effect on here, y'all are gonna get listen to me freaking howl like a wolf. But I like to after the reading off and building on whatever the pack member posted, I like to do a little sound effect that I usually do on the computer, but I can't do on here on TikTok. And I'll howl like a wolf because it's better than clapping. That's what Yana's Wolf Pack is about. Is that we're a pack, we're a family. We hunt together, fight together. We do everything together. We help you fight these demons and these battles that are going on inside your head. If you ever need somebody to talk to, you ever need somebody, to be there for you, um, just reach out. All of us in this group that we have, this support group, are more than willing to be an ear for you. So, Pack member Jamie, I appreciate everything that you do for this group and all the contributions you make, and I'm going to give you one of those good old wolf pack howls. Are you ready for it? Oh, what are you laughing at, babe? My girlfriend's in there laughing at me. Like I said, normally I could do that as a sound effect on here in the computer, but TikTok can't hear it, so I'm gonna make a fool of myself. All right. This one, credit goes to pack member Rooster. If you don't know who Rooster is or understand who Rooster is, I am the Rooster. Freaking that is my nickname, childhood nickname. I am the Rooster and I will never die. If you don't if you're too young to know what that song is, then I need you to go listen to that song. But yeah, that's a nickname I got. I like to build myself up too because hey, I post good shit in the group too. So freaking pack member Rooster, I appreciate you. You got a beautiful beard. You're an awesome man. I appreciate all the hard work and effort and contributions that you do into making this group what it is. Gotta always pat yourself on the back, right? Right. All right. This goes on and says, "There's nothing wrong with you, and you haven't wasted your life. You're learning and unlearning. It all takes time, and you're doing better than you think. I see you, and I'm proud of you. Keep going." So that first sentence, there is nothing wrong with you, and you have not wasted your life. No matter what somebody sits here and tells you, no matter what somebody sits and tries to make you believe and put in their own limitations on you, about you wasting your life with whatever it is you're trying to achieve in your life, you've done nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. I can't say you've done nothing wrong. Everybody does something wrong. But there's nothing wrong with you. These mental illnesses that you suffer with, and apparently I have to watch it, exactly what I say on Facebook, because there, or not Facebook, on TikTok, because there's some things that like it I've heard that will get you banned from, so I can't talk about, a few things. But that was one of my biggest problems dealing with my own mental health, is that I always thought something was wrong with me. I always thought that there was I'm gonna see if I can adjust that camera a little bit. There we go. Not that one, this one over here for the computer. But I always thought there was something wrong with me. I was actually told uh back then, when before I started my whole mental health journey, that the problem was me. Everything that was going on in my life was me, and the relationship that I was in at that time, it was all me, and it was all my fault, and it was all this, and then, it's just everything circled back to me. Come to find out, there was things wrong with me. There was things wrong with me, and there's things that I needed to work on and change and make better. But there was nothing wrong with me as a person. I hadn't, done, I was at where I was at in life. I'd already made mistakes. I'd already, done things, I don't like to call mistakes. I like to call them learning lessons, because it's only a mistake if you make it twice in the same exact way and don't change nothing about it, and you didn't learn nothing about it. That's the definition of insanity. I believe that's from Albert Einstein. I think. Don't. I may not be quoting the right person, but definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, repeatedly, and not changing anything about it, but expecting different results. That's not how it works, right? That is not how something works. You cannot do something the same way over and over and over again and expect to get a different result. But you have to learn too that, like it said, you haven't wasted your life. Your life's not over. Don't make a temporary situation into a permanent solution. Did I say that right? Or don't yeah, I believe I said that right. You understand what I'm getting. Understand what I'm saying. You haven't wasted your life. You're you're at your life right now, exactly where you need to be. You are there. There's things going on in my life right now that I could sit here and say, like, oh, I wish I would have started TikTok, fucking 2 years ago, when everybody was raving about it, and got on here and started making TikToks and doing all that stuff. Well, there was things I needed to learn along the way. There was things I needed to get to the point to where I could actually, break down my videos and podcasts, and start putting them on TikTok. This whole TikTok's been a learning curve for me, because I've never, like I said, this is my first time ever going live tonight. But I think it's kind of cool though that it's Halloween, and hopefully in a year from now, this will be the anniversary of me going live on TikTok. That's pretty cool. But you've not wasted your life. You know, you can, one second, you can at any point of your life turn around and change your life. All the things that you were doing before, all the things that, that was got you to here, they're learning lessons. There's some things you do need to unlearn. There's some things that that you're learning currently, and there's things that you need to unlearn. Some bad habits, the type of people that you fall in love with, your friends, your family. There are some things out there that you need to start creating and learning how to set boundaries, how to tell people no. Stop people pleasing all the time. Stop letting people use you as a doormat. There are things out there that you need to understand, that about you, that you need to change, and that you're not going to be able to change somebody else. You're not going to be able to change how that person treats you or is with you, because you can't change somebody else. You can only change you, and you can change the environment and the people that you're around. Let me go on. But it all takes time. It all takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. There are still things, demons that I'm battling with mental health. There's still things that has taken 6 long years since I've started this mental health journey, and working on my mental health with anxiety, depression, and PTSD and panic attacks. It has taken me 6 long years. Blood, sweat, tears, you friggin' name it. Relationships, all friends, family. I've been through a lot, but it all takes time. There's things that are happening in my life that I don't understand, that friggin' that might maybe take maybe it's going to take another 3 or 4 years to actually understand why that happened. 6 years ago, when I did some things to myself, uh I couldn't understand the value and the life that I lived in, and that I had so many things to live for, and the family and friends and the kids I had, back then. I truly felt alone. So there was things that happened to me in these past 6 years that I had to learn. I had to get to the person and get to where I am now. And if I would have never learned those things and got to where I am today by going through a lot of the experiences that I've been through in the last 6 years, then I wouldn't have made as much progress as I have today. Let's see. In case nobody else has told you today, in case nobody else, hasn't even told you in this last month or week, I'm proud of you. And you should be proud of yourself for whatever you've been going through this past year, whatever you've been going through this past month, this past week, or even today. You're still here. You're still breathing. You still have another chance to wake up in the morning and start fresh, start new, start changing your life. You you need to understand that I'm proud of you, and you need to be proud. The most important person in your life is you. You need to be proud of how far you've came, and the struggles you've been through, the trauma you've been through, the things that have happened to you in your life. You need to understand you've been through all this shit, but you've made it. You've gotten to today. You've gotten to today and through today, and all those other things that you've been through. You need to be proud of that fact, because it's 100%. You have 100% survivability rate so far. You've done it. Be proud of those things. There's things that you may have, tried 5, 6 years ago, and at the beginning was like, I'll never be able to do this. I can't do this, friggin' I can't learn this new thing, or I'll never get to where I am. I thought that same thing when I started this Facebook support group, when I started the podcast a year ago, when I just started, because I was scared to death of YouTube for some odd reason, and going, public. When I started, putting these streams on YouTube a couple months ago. And I'm proud of myself for all this. I'm proud of the journey that I've made. I'm proud of the things I've overcome. I'm proud of the battles that I've fought with mental health and been able to come out on top. I'm proud of me. You need to be proud of you. And if nobody else has told you today, nobody else, friggin' will tell you tomorrow, I want you to remember that I'm proud of you, because you're still here. I may not know your struggles. I may not know the things you've been through, but I am proud of you. You need to start being proud of you too. Oh, so I'm gonna pack member Rooster. You're one of those great, good old Wolfpack howls. I can actually, I need to remember to do that over here on the Facebook or the stream. That way they get it. So here you go. All right, you definitely deserve it, pack member Rooster, because you're a great man, and everything you do for this group and bringing these people together and the community you built. You're awesome. You're awesome, Rooster. I just want you to know that. All right, here it goes. Oh, I got to figure out this whole fucking be able to stream. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. This credit goes to pack member Stacy. Pack member Stacy posted, "Be proud of yourself for how hard you're trying." That kind of that goes exactly with what I was talking about a second ago. So we're not gonna stay too long on this one. But be proud of yourself for how hard you are trying. because you're trying. Every day you're trying. Every day you don't understand that you trying just a little bit more and a little bit harder is getting you to where you need to be and where you want to be in life. You're trying. And as long as you're trying, as long as you're still, you keep going, as long as you keep pushing, you're going to make it. You're going to get where you want to be. You're going to survive. You're going to get through this life. You need to understand. You need to understand again that you need to be proud of you. When is the last time that you've went and said and told yourself or looked at yourself in the mirror and said, "Hey, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for getting over that thing that happened 5, 10, 15, 20 fucking years ago. That very thing that you never thought you would get through, that very thing that you thought would kill you, that very thing that it just crumbled your world and fucking crippled you. When was the last time you sat down or metaphorically sat down, but when was the last time you stood in front of the mirror and pointed the finger at yourself and said, "I am proud of you for making it out of that situation. I am proud of you from getting out of that abusive relationship. I am proud of you from getting away from those toxic people. I am proud of you for following your dream and catching your dream and going back to school. I am proud of you for overcoming all of these hardships. I am proud of you." When was the last time you said that? Because at the end of the day, I don't give a shit what anybody else says. At the end of the day, that's all you got is that you tried your best. You tried your best. And if it wasn't your best, well then guess what? You get to wake up tomorrow and you get to sit here and say, as soon as you open your eyes, is that today I'm gonna make up for yesterday. Today I'm gonna give my best like I didn't give yesterday. But you need to understand that even when you don't give your very best every single day, because not everybody's capable of it. I'm even not capable of it. I don't give my best. There's tons of things that I should be doing every day that I'm neglecting or things that I'm just not doing. Freaking um like I was talking about those pigs earlier today, right? You know, uh I spent like 2 or 3 days tearing down and rebuilding the electric fence and trying to freaking keep the pigs. Well, I come to find out that somewhere along the line this summer, the metal wires in the electric fence have split and broken apart. I'm actually taking them back to friggin' Tractor Supply and friggin' going to be returning those things and telling fucking, and because I already talked to Tractor Supply about it, like, "Hey, I just bought these things got a 5-year warranty. I just bought them, fucking beginning of the summer." But somewhere along the line, that was a mistake that I made. And that was something that, friggin' I tried for 2 or 3 days in a row to fix the problem. And then I come home, and I should have went today. I should have went yesterday, holding myself accountable and you know, keeping, or taking responsibility that I should have had this done before that, friggin' that pig wouldn't have been able to escape. Thankfully, the fucking, pig didn't go out in the traffic, didn't fucking get out there to friggin' start I don't know what the hell's going on, but TikTok is making a whole bunch of word or a whole bunch of sounds. Friggin' I think Becky Sue is sending a lot of roses. I have no clue what that means, Becky. I think those are gifts. I think that's what they call gifts. I appreciate it. And to anybody else that's done that, I appreciate it. Um, it helped me set my goal. Oh, I just got money. That's okay. That's what somebody just told me. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm just learning this TikTok, but I was trying to figure out what gifts are and stuff. But anyways, so that was a man-made error of not. I don't know who you are and why somebody's trying to join the TikTok. No, sorry, we ain't doing that right now. But that was a man era. Man made era. There we go. I finally said it. So that was something that, friggin' I could have tried harder on. It was something I should have been out there fixing. That was something I should have been doing. I thought I had it fixed, but apparently not good enough. So, tomorrow I really got to bust ass and get out there and make sure that this don't happen again, because I don't want to fucking leave the house and then somebody, one of those pigs get out. I don't know why they would not stay in the 1 acre of pasture they have, or the 2 acres of yard that I have, and then go to the friggin' road and up here by the fucking trash can and get all the trash. But somebody could have, got seriously hurt. Somebody could have, wrecked and killed the pig, or hurt themselves or whatever. And thankfully that catastrophe did not happen. But all I could do is say, hey, tomorrow I'm gonna try harder. Tomorrow I'm gonna fix these mistakes. Tomorrow I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna do what the fuck I should have been doing. All right, Stacy. Stacy, you get one of those old good old great Wolfpack howls from me. Hold on, I gotta pull it up on the stream. So here we go. All right, Stacy, appreciate everything you do, all the contributions you make. You are one of the leaders of the pack because you do post a lot, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Stacy. You ready for your Wolfpack howl? Here it goes. Out. Can't go as long as the one in there. All right, we're moving on. Moving on. This one, credit goes to pack member Jamie. Pack member Jamie posted a meme that says hope. Big ass words. Hope. Says, if you only carry one thing throughout your entire life, let it be hope. Let it be hope that better things are always ahead. Let it be hope that you can get through even the toughest of times. Let it be hope that you are stronger than any challenge that comes your way. Let it be hope that you are exactly where you are meant to be right now, and that you are on the path to where you are meant to be. Because during these times, hope will be the very thing that carries you through. That one is a great one. That one, hope. Hope means so many different things. Freaking just hoping that you have a good day, hoping that life turns out better, hoping better things are always ahead. Just hope. That's all we can do is freaking, what's that saying that they say, prepare for the worst but hope for the best. And in your life, if you're, friggin', if you're just hoping and you have that throughout your entire life, understand, friggin' that you can hope tomorrow is going to be better. I'm gonna take a little bit of a different spin on this, but you can hope all you want. You can. You can hope it's tomorrow's going to be better. You can hope that, friggin' your life is going to get better. You can hope that you get a better job. You can hope that whatever. You fill in the blank. You can hope all you want. And I suggest you do, because that's, where dreams and positivity comes from, and this and that. But you can hope all you want. But you also need to understand that hopes and wishes don't get you shit. Hopes and wishes and dreaming about things don't get you shit. You got to get out there and do it. If you hope something is going to happen for you, then start making it happen. Figure out how to get out there to make it happen. Figure out how to get out there and make your dreams possible. Yeah, a comment that I got from Mama Masita says you have to act on it to get it. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. You've got to go out there, and whatever you're hoping for, you have to act on it to get it. You have to get out there and go after it. You can't just sit here and just say, I hope I hope I make money tomorrow. No, you got to get up and go to work. You can't sit here and say, I hope, friggin' I get over this mental. I thought it was you, Alicia. I thought it was you, but I wasn't for sure. The little bubbles are smaller on here. But thank you for that comment, Alicia. I really appreciate it, because that's exactly what I was trying to say. Um, it's hope is a great thing to have, and I don't want it to be straight negative because that's not what this meme's about. Because hope can get you through a lot of things in life. It can. Hope can, when you hope for something, you're basically wanting something better. But you have to go out there and make that something better come to you. You can't just sit here and wait for somebody to put it in a pretty little fucking box and a wrapped little bow and hand it to you like it's Christmas and it's a fucking present. You have to go out there and get it. You have to go out there and make it happen. You can't just sit here and hope. Hopes and wishes and dreams don't just happen. But that's the beginning of the idea for you to get out there and start doing it. Again, like Alicia just said, you have to act on it to get it. Another pack member says, hope is a good thing, probably the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. I like that. I like it. Thank you, Becky. All right, we're gonna move on. No. No. Let me reread that because there was another important part. I like that one part that said, let it be hope that you are stronger than any challenge that comes your way. Which meaning is that you are stronger. Let hope be stronger than any challenge. And let that hope make you stronger. Let that hope feed you. Let that hope make you get to where you want to be. Oh, okay. Becky was telling me the Shawshank Redemption quote, I can't take credit. Okay. All right. So, all right, I'm gonna give you Jamie, one of those good old Wolfpack Hows. Appreciate everything you do, Sir Jamie, for everything you do in the pack and making the group to what it is. I'm very impressed with quite a few people here lately that's been posting and commenting and reacting and stuff in the group. I've seen a big change since I went off a few weeks ago and told people to basically start getting their shit together and start treating this like a support group. So I really appreciate it. And so thank you, Jamie. You are one of the leaders of the pack and the top contributors to this group. Nope, I don't. I'm not yet. Turn off. Okay, there we go. I like that option. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I got people wanting to join the live. I don't know. I don't know how that works yet. I don't know what they're doing. Probably some spanners or something wanting to join. I'm not doing all that yet. Maybe friggin' down the road. Um, down the road I'll let people get on here and say and say their shit but I'm still trying to figure this out. So if you're watching and you're trying to join the live, like that's why I'm not. I said this is my first time being on TikTok, so I'm still trying to figure it all out. Uh Hold on, I got something else coming up. Oh, I don't know what the hell this is. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. It was telling me to set some new goal. So all right. Oh, I didn't forget. I didn't forget. Pack member Jamie, you get one of those good old Wolfpack howls. Here it is. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and listen. I want to hear. I want to hear that. No, I can't. I can't. That's the delay's not. The delay is too quick. So I want to know how much. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to this and see how much of a full that I'm sounding like because I know that's not a real good howl. I like the sound effect better. Again, I need to figure out how to do this on here. So, all right. Credit goes to pack member Jamie again for this one. I need to take a drink. My mouth is getting dry. How y'all doing tonight, by the way? Is y'all good to have a good Halloween? Take your kids out trick or treating. So, so, uh, anyways, we're gonna go on. Credit goes to pack member Jamie for this one. Says you don't always have to be strong. Sometimes you need to scream, cuss, throw shit, or have a really good cry, but you always, always, always need to pull yourself back together, then go back to being the badass you were meant to be. So that, yeah, that right there, for one, let's hit that hardest one right there, for especially for the men watching and paying attention. It is okay to cry. I don't give a fuck what somebody says. I don't care if somebody says, "Oh, being a bully, being a fucking bully," sitting here saying, "Oh, you're a bitch, you're a pussy," freaking this and that, man up, this and that. We need to stop that fucking stigma, okay? Like, I was one of those guys that it was total weakness to cry, total fucking weakness to cry. But something happened, freaking like, what was it, about 3-4 years ago, that like finally I was able to start bringing myself to cry and learning that it was an emotion that needed to happen and bottling it all up. Well, for many, many years of me not crying, I turned into a big ass baby. Once I finally let it start happening, I turned into a big ass fucking baby and started crying over a lot of shit and stuff for apparently no reason. It was like I was PMSing or something. Like I would just, and hormones like out the fucking. I just started crying for no fucking reason. Some damn times, like didn't know what was going on. But a lot of that was a lot of crap. It was a lot of built up and pinned up like emotions that I had gone through. A lot of shit that fucking, just I had never healed from. I had never allowed myself to process from, to grow through, and it just fucking come out. And when I finally started letting myself and allowing myself to cry, like it fucking just was like opening a floodgate. Uh I remember talking to my sister at one time and just like calling her crying, and she was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "I don't know. I can't quit crying. I can't figure this out. I need to make it stop." Like it was hilarious. It was hilarious. But anyways, so men, I need you to understand, like it is okay to cry. It is okay to, let your emotions show. I don't care what the hell you were fucking taught as a kid, or what what kind of stigma society tries to fucking put on you guys, or on us, not you guys, but on us, and says that emotions are not okay, because they are. They are. But there is a time. There is a time that you need to scream, cuss, and throw shit. You don't always have to be strong. There's something that, freaking I come up with, and I probably wasn't, the first one to do it, like whatever. But it was back I think again another couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, when I was getting my CDLs, and I had failed my CDL test the first time. Yeah, the very first time. And actually, I finally ended up getting my CDLs, and I failed it twice, not in the same area, but I failed it the first time, and that was the inspection test. Driving away from there, I felt like my fucking world crumbled. Like I had studied as hard as I could. I had friggin', spent so much time and energy in this. I was nervous and everything. And I was so pissed off and upset at just everything. Well, I come up with this thing that was like, okay, fine. And this was, partly beginning my mental health journey. And a song come on the radio. And I told myself, I said, you know what? You've got this next 4 or 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you fucking need it. If you need to replay this song. But you've got the next 4 or 5 minutes to fucking scream, cuss, holler, hit the fucking steering wheel, do whatever the hell you got to do to get this the fuck out of your system. But after that, after you play that song, and if it takes twice and it takes 10 minutes, after that, it's done. There's nothing you can do about it. But you need to release those emotions, release that anger, release that sadness, release, friggin' whatever it is you're going through. You need to release it. That way you can grow through it and get past it and move on. And that's exactly what I did at that moment. I, I screamed, cussed, hollered, beat the shit out of the steering wheel, fucking, you name it. Stomped my feet like a little fucking kid. I got it out. And after about, and I think I did actually play that song twice. I think I played the song twice. And when I did, it come back and fucking just I felt so much better. I got it out. I was able to go through those emotions and I got it out. But it was after that, there was no my mindset then was like, all right, it's 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes past. What the hell am I going to do about changing this? There's nothing I can do about changing what happened 10 minutes ago. There's nothing I can do about changing and failing that test 10 minutes ago. I'm just going to have to study harder. I'm going to have to work harder. I didn't focus on the problem. I focused on the solution. I gave myself 10 minutes to sit there and 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 go through the emotions and focus on that problem. But after that 10 minutes, it was like, all right, it's done. It's said, it's done. You threw your little fucking temper tantrum. Now you have to go on. Now you have to figure out the actual solution to the fucking problem. Because you can't change what happened 10 minutes ago. You can't change the fact that you failed that test 10 minutes ago. But when you go to take it again, you can prepare better. You can figure out what you failed on and you can study harder in that area. So it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes you don't always have to be strong. You don't always have to be the strong one and sit here and be the one that everybody else is leaning on. Sometimes you need somebody to lean on. Sometimes you need to friggin' have somebody to fall back on. But at the end of the day, like it says at the end, you need to pull yourself back together and go back to being the fucking badass that you were meant to be because you are. You know you're a badass. You know everything that you've gone through in your life. You know the things that you've overcome. You know the things that have happened to you. You know all the fucking trauma, the friggin', the bad shit, all these different things that you have gone through. And you're probably the only one that knows every little fucking detail of your life. But don't you think that makes you a badass? Going back to, being proud of yourself of the fact that you've gone through so many things in your life and you have 100% survivability rate and have gotten through all this stuff. Isn't that what the fuck a badass is about? Give yourself a little bit more credit. Tell yourself more often that you're proud of yourself. Tell yourself more often that friggin', you did a good job. You did the best that you could at that time. You were still learning. You were still growing. It fucking sucked whatever happened, happened to you. It did. It fucking sucked. No, I'm not dismissing or diminishing anything that anybody has ever been through. But at some point, you have to pick yourself up off the ground and understand that you are a badass. And you have to look life or universe or whatever it is you believe in. You have to look it back into karma in the fucking face and tell it, you hit like a bitch. You hit like a fucking bitch. You get knocked down fucking 7 times, you get back up 8. There's no other way to do it. You do not stay down. Les Brown, again, he says when you get knocked down and you fall down, try to land on your back, because if you can land on your back and you can look up, then you can get up. And then when you get up, you remind yourself how much of a badass you are. And you keep pushing and you keep going and you keep friggin' moving. Hold on, I want to see. I want to see what this little other little things popping up. I don't know. I don't know what that is. something about, okay, now how do I get to go away? Goodbye. Get out of here. Okay, there we go. All right, I figured it out. All right, so pack member Jamie. Pack member Jamie. Again, I love that one. Thank you. Thank you for the contributions you make in this group and make it what it is. I couldn't do this without you guys. I couldn't do this without the other pack members. So I'm going to give you one of those good old Wolfpack howls. Are you ready for it? On my thing right here, on my headphones for some reason. All right, we're gonna move on. Got 5 more to go. Nope, no. Now I have 5 more to go. So again, this one's from pack member Jamie, and it says, now I want people to know, like, I don't play favorites. I don't, sit here and just pick, the same people over and over again. That's not what I do. I sit here and, I go through the Facebook private group, and whatever resonates with me, whatever I think is a good one. And, it's a lot of, the same people that post. If you ever want your name mentioned in here, or if you ever want, friggin' to be recognized, I tried to pick newer members, or people that I haven't seen post in a while. When they do post, I do try to pick theirs. Unfortunately, friggin' y'all bombarded me over the weekend, and that I couldn't catch up through everything and go through everything, plus everything else going on today. But if you find a good one, because I'm not always on social media, I'm not one of those people. I do not live on social media anymore. I actually have my Facebook notifications and TikTok notifications, fucking all that for social media. I haven't turned off. The only one I don't actually have turned off is YouTube, because I like being notified when different people go live, and the motivational, inspirational speakers, when they post different videos, I like knowing, freaking. But that's stuff I'm interested in. That's stuff I do constantly and listen to a lot. So, but if you want, if like, hey, you think like fucking, this is a badass meme, and I want to make sure fucking Rooster picks this one and talks about this, just tag me in it. Tag me in it, and that's the best way to be able to, for me to get back on here and see it. And so to make sure I find it. But all right, hold on real quick. Y'all know what I'm doing. You got me all fucking nervous, Stacy. They got me all nervous. I didn't know that. I'm glad you warned me in that in the beginning, though, because I would have been pissed if I got banned my very first fucking live tonight. I'd have been pissed. And if that was the reason why, I'd have been so fucking mad. Anyways, we're gonna move on. This one goes to, okay, I'm gonna repeat it. This credit goes to pack member Jamie for this one. And it says, the 3 C's in life: choice, chance, and change. You must make the choice to take the chance if you want anything in life to change. I'm gonna repeat that. I'm gonna repeat that. So because I want you to hear it again. I want it to seek in. Repetition, right? The 3 C's in life: choice, chance, and change. You must make the choice to take the chance if you want anything in life to change. That it all starts with a choice. It all starts with a choice. And you have a choice every day to make about whether you are going to live the life that you are currently living, or are you going to change it to what you want to be. And you have that chance every single day. Every single day you have these three C's in life: choice, chance, and change. You have to make the choice and take the chance to change. Every day you open your eyes and every day you take a breath, you wake up and you can say, today is going to be the day. Today is going to be the day that I am going to capture or catch my dreams. Today is going to be the day that I will go out there and make that life that I want possible. Today is going to be the day that I will go out there and find a job that actually values me. Today is the day that I'm going to go out there and start that business. But you got to make that choice. And you have that choice every day. Every day. I read something the other day, a meme off that that said you have a choice when you go through something or within life period. You can either make it bitter or you can either let it make you bitter or you can either let that thing make you better. That's your choice. Which one are you going to do? Which one are you going to allow it to be for you for that day? And you need to understand you have the chance to change it. You have the chance. You just have to make the choice. You always have a choice. Just make the right one. And when you fuck up and you don't make the right one, guess what? You'll always have that chance again to turn around and make another choice. You will always, freaking wake up the next day. Okay, you won't always wake up the next day. Eventually, we're all going to grow old, right? And pass away. But you get what I'm saying. You always have the choice and the chance every day to change your life. You just have to do it. You just have to get up and make it possible. You can't just sit here and hope for the best. You have to go out there and make it the best. Eric Thomas says that. Make the rest of your life the best of your life. Sorry, I just got a little ding and TikTok said I was at 50% of my goal. Hey, that's pretty cool. I appreciate you guys that are sending that. I really do. Like I don't know exactly what this means yet because I know like I don't know. I looked into it and supposedly like you got to get diamonds or something after getting so much, friggin' gifts and they turn into diamonds and then, friggin' that depends on how much, you get or whatever. Um yeah, I don't understand all of it yet. Like I guess, friggin' I'll get on there and check this all out next or when I get off here. But I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all sending me the gifts and that's what it's called, right? Gifts. Appreciate y'all doing this, sending me, your own hard-earned money. Thank you. And I like this so much better. I do. I've been telling you guys here a lot here lately that like just Facebook is just fucking everything up. Like not letting me go live, not letting me freaking, it's been in and out. Like it's just whatever. But I like this because it makes my time a little bit more valuable to be able to sit here and see that you guys appreciate or resonate with something, certain um I don't even know what I'm sending, but it's fun. uh I hope you I hope you ain't draining your bank account there, rabbit. I hope you understand what you're doing. I don't even understand it, but it makes it better. I said I've been doing this for 4 years. 4 years. Uh, so Becky said, click my name and make me a moderator. I don't know how to do that, Becky. What's this? No, it says follow, manage. Oh, there we go. Add moderator. Comment settings, mute accounts, block accounts, pin the comments. Okay. Well, there you go, Becky. There's different prices on the gifts. All right, Becky, I did that for you. I made you the moderator of the live. Do I got to do that every time? Does that have to be done every time, or just every time you join, you'll be a moderator? Yeah, you're not the only one, Alicia. I have no idea what any of it is either. Apparently gifts, like it's actually like tips, it's money that you can, like say, hey, friggin' whatever those roses are that keep popping up, you can tap and say that friggin' like, that's you're tipping me, basically tipping me or donating or giving me a gift and saying that that you appreciate what I'm doing and all that. Like I said, I still haven't figured it all out, but I do appreciate whatever is going on. I do, even though I don't understand it myself. They just told me to reset it again. So, okay, you can have as many moderators as you want. They said in the comments starts as low as 70 cents. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. Hey, look, like I was saying, I've been doing this for 4 years, podcasting for the last year, YouTube for the last couple months, but I've been running this support group where I do lives for the last 4 years. And I like TikTok because she will always be a moderator. That's awesome. Okay, good. So I don't have to do that every time. But it is greatly appreciated, and to know that my time is valued because it wasn't just me jumping on live. Like there's a lot of the behind the scenes. It's freaking okay. I get on here and then I make I have to turn all these memes and stuff like for an hour into a slideshow. And then, friggin' now setting up TikTok because I can't do it all the same way. It's setting up these streams. And then I got to break it on down, for TikTok. And then, friggin' I'm posting it into the podcast. So there's a lot. There's a lot. So I appreciate it. All right. We're going to move on. Pack member Jamie, you get one of those good old Wolfpack cows. Appreciate all your contributions you do to the group, man. All right. Moving on. So this one's a little bit of a longer one, but I liked this one today. Credit goes to pack member Kathy, and it says, hold on, let me take a drink for this. Uh, and one other thing. It says, again, credit goes to pack member Kathy for this one. It says, let's talk about your comeback. All the times you fell and got back up. Let's talk about the lessons. All the hurt you turned into healing. Let's talk about the version of you that you haven't met yet and all the versions of you that helped you get to where you are now. Let's talk about your survival. All the things that weren't. Hold on, I lost my place. Okay, there it is. All the things that were sent to break you and you barely even flinched. Let's talk about how beautiful it is that the ugliest parts of your story are what taught you grace. Let's talk about all the times you doubted yourself, how you used the pieces of those moments to build yourself back up into the most certain thing you've ever known. You dove straight into the chaos and came out holding nothing but peace. You, unbreakable beauty, strong and fierce and brave. I see you and every version of you that carried you here. I see all of you. Let's talk about how far you've come and how you're still standing. By Stephanie Bennett Henry. So let's talk about that. let's let's talk about that last part. Let's talk about how far you've come and how you're still standing. We've hit on this a few times and this live already, but everything you've been through, all the lessons you've had to learn, all the hurt you've had to heal from, all the trauma that you've had to turn into a triumph, all these different things that you piece back together and become who you are now. Not who you were 5 years ago, because that was a way different person. Those things that you've been through, those betrayals, the hurt, the freaking, whatever else you have really gone through. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how far you've come from that person you used to be 5 years ago, or in my case, 6 years ago. The man that's sitting here in front of you tonight is not the man that I was 6 years ago. The man I was 6 years ago was a completely different person. I was a, I was a complete asshole. I the things that I had been through and the things that, freaking that had happened to me, the things that I had even put my own self through and put others through so far back then was not was not who I am today. That person back then, I would have rather tore you down. I would have rather hurt you and made you cry for even having an ounce of happiness because I couldn't find any myself. I would have rather broke you than even looked at you to even care about you. And through the last 6 years that I have worked on myself so hard to become a certain or a different person in a certain way, I have done a complete 180. Not only with my mental health, with my anxiety, my depression, my PTSD, my freaking, panic attacks. Not only have I come so far with all that, but just the person I am now. I'm a lot calmer. I'm a lot more at peace. I am I am not I there is sometimes that I wish I could show you people how I used to be. Then for you to see who I am now and know the person that I am now, that I am just completely different. Now, I like to tell people also, don't get it twisted. Don't fuck around and find out that beast in me is not dead. It's just sleeping, and I got it caged up. Don't make me let that motherfucker back out of its cage. But me and my girlfriend got into a discussion one time and was talking about, there was something going on. I don't remember exactly what it was, but she asked me. She said, "Are you afraid of anything?" And I kind of chuckled, and I was like, "No." No, actually, I'm not. I said, I'm only afraid and scared of one thing, and one person on this earth, and that's the old me, who I used to be. I am scared to death to turn into who I used to be because I hurt so many people and broke so many people back then and did so many bad things that I don't know if, I'll ever be able to make up for it. But instead of breaking people, I'm helping build people back up now. I am helping people that, that because I know what it felt like back then, that I was alone and felt like nobody understood the things that I'd gone through or the thoughts in my head or anything that I'd ever been through. I thought I was some special fucking flower in a field of flowers. I didn't think anybody out there could understand what the fuck was wrong with me. And the worst feeling, the worst feeling I had ever had was that I was alone. Even though I had people care for me, even though I had people love me, even though that, I had, family and friends in my life would have dropped anything to help me out. Back then I didn't understand because I just felt so fucking alone. And in return of that own hurt that I felt, I hurt everybody around me. And then now 6 years later, because 4 years ago I'd made a decision. I'd had a choice. When I had broke down bawling, uncontrollably sobbing while I was delivering pizzas for Papa John's. And me and my ex from 6 years ago our song had come on. And I had just fucking lost my shit. Lost it. Because back then I had felt like I had lost my one true love. Like I had lost, something that I would never find again. This was somebody that I had given my complete all to. I had given, and I had changed. I had tried everything I could to be the person that this female had wanted me to be, and it just was never good enough. And after, trying over 3 years to get back together and work things out, it was always me, me, me. It was always, her talking to me, "You're the one that needs to change. This is what's wrong with you. This is what's fucked up about you. This is the thing that you need to change for us to work out." It was always me. And I didn't understand back then. So when we had split up for like the final time, the third and final time, and I was sitting in the car that one day and I had heard our song come on, and it reminded me, and everything had just come back, and the hurt and the pain, and I just tried so fucking hard to be something that she wanted me to be. It just all come out and flooded and crushed me. And that very moment, I had finally gotten to the point where I said these following words that I didn't know and understand back then that changed my entire life. And the words were, I am life is not worth living this way. And either I'm going to try or I'm sorry, I'm going to change or I'm going to die trying. Like 50 Cent, like, freaking get rich or die trying. I didn't mean that I was going to do any harmful things to myself. I didn't mean anything like that. I just meant I was going to give it my all, everything I had. I was going to learn whatever the fuck I needed to learn. I was going to be whatever I needed to be. I was going to do whatever the fuck I needed to do. I was going to sacrifice the shit that I needed to give up, whatever the fuck I needed to do. But life was not worth living the way I was living back then. Through the anxiety, the depression, everything. I couldn't do it no more. That's not how life is meant to be lived. If it is, it's not worth living. So I fucking made that choice back then that either I changed or I died fucking trying. And the man that is sitting here right now tonight thanks God, universe, karma, fucking Allah, whatever the fuck you believe in, that I am here was able to do that very thing. But it didn't come easy. It took a lot of fucking hard work, sweat, pain, tears, and blood to get into the person that I am now. And I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change none of it. This was kind of a discussion in the group earlier today, or maybe a day or two ago. I just happened to catch it friggin' today. Because like I said, I don't stay on Facebook a whole hell of a lot. But this was a discussion that it was like, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change any of it because it made me into who I am today. All those things that I went through, I wouldn't change it because I wouldn't be sitting here being able to help as many people as I do and be able to talk about my story and work on my anxiety and do all of this stuff. The thoughts in my head that I used to be and the way I used to be, period. How far I've come and how I'm still standing is because I made the choice to change. And I seize the chances and I work on myself every fucking day. I still have, and like I said it before, I don't like to call them mistakes. It's a learning lesson. But when I do make those little learning lessons, I do exactly why I call it a learning lesson. I learn from them. And I try to make it better. I try to make the next time that maybe that situation up or that next day, I try to make it better. I was not a person to fucking apologize before. I didn't apologize for shit. I was not a person. I told people like, forgiveness, that's not me. You want forgiveness, then go talk to Jesus because that's his job, not mine. I don't forgive or fucking forget. I was a very revengeful person back then, and I loved that shit. I was addicted to revenge. I played chess with motherfuckers while everybody else was sitting around playing checkers. But how I am today and making the 180-degree turn into who I am today is phenomenal. Is amazing. I could sit here and say that I am finally happy with myself and the life that I'm living and the way I am. Do I have a lot of stuff to work on? Fuck yeah, I do. I ain't done. I ain't done. Freaking, I heard it said one time, if you're not trying to change something about yourself every day of your life, then you're basically dead. You should be trying to change something about you every single day. All the little things to make yourself better and work on yourself every day. So, thank you, pack member Kathy. I know that was a long-winded one, but I told you all I really like that one. Again, hold on one second. Again, when's the last time you've looked at yourself in the mirror and told you how proud you are of you for coming as far as you've come? And how the fuck are you still standing after being through everything that you've been through? How have you been able to do it? When is the last time you pat yourself on the back or congratulated yourself or told yourself, good fucking job? Good job. How? How long has it been? Have you ever even done it? Have you even, ever congratulated yourself or told you how proud of yourself that you are for the little fucking wins in your life? That you even just made it through today? Then when you didn't even want to wake up? That you made it somehow, some way through today and got through it? When is the last time you done that? Or have you ever done it? Let's talk about that. Have you ever done it? You'll sit there and be proud of other people, and you'll tell other people, you're so proud of them for doing this and accomplishing that. But when do you do it for you? When was the last time you sat down and told yourself that you were proud of yourself for getting out of that abusive relationship? When is the last time you sat down and said you were proud of yourself and told yourself, "I'm proud of you for getting away from those toxic people"? When is the last time that you've said, "I am proud of myself for overcoming all of the hardships that I've been through in my life"? The days and nights and fucking mornings that I thought I wouldn't make it out alive because I was at the very fucking verge of jumping off that cliff, of ending it all. And look where you are now. Look at how your life is now. Look at where you're standing now. Be proud of that. Be proud of all those moments that nobody else fucking knows about. All the little shit you've overcome. All the past trauma, all the fucking hurt, all the pain, all everything. All the things that you fucking, you set out to learn and thought at the very beginning that this is hard as fuck. I don't know how I'm going to be able to learn all this shit. And you could just spit it out now. Be proud of yourself. Thank you, pack member Kathy, for that inspiring meme that you posted in the group. You definitely deserve a good old wolf pack howl. And here it comes, you guys. Oh, I don't know if I'm getting any better at that or not. Like, uh, reading, trying to keep up with some of the comments. I got one comment that said, I haven't. Still trying to love myself currently. The day will come. The day will come. It will come. You know, I'm gonna go back to that meme we just talked about a second ago. You have the choice, the three C's. choice, chance, and change. It starts. I'm gonna veer off a little bit because I wanna help this pack member that my back's starting to hurt from sitting in this chair. I wanna help this pack member. It starts with you. It does. Learning to love yourself is a very, very hard journey. And it's not just learning how to love yourself, it's also learning how to forgive yourself. Forgiving yourself for the things that you've been through in your life that you couldn't help. Forgiving yourself for the things that you put yourself through, or allowed yourself to be put through because you didn't know no better back then. Forgiving yourself for making mistakes and learning lessons and maybe going back to situations that you shouldn't have been that you should have went back in. You learning to love yourself starts with forgiveness for yourself, not for nobody else, for yourself. And also one of the key tips, like I've been repeating tonight, is talking about going to the mirror. Going to the mirror, looking at yourself in the eyes, and just telling you over and over again, I love you. You are doing good. You are a good person. Saying morning affirmations. Just saying affirmations, period. Looking yourself in the mirror and telling you, I am a good person. I am a good mother or father. I am a good friend. I am a good brother. I am loving. I am caring. Those two words right there are the most powerful words in the dictionary that is, or that could ever be fucking of ever existed. Is I am. Because whatever you say after those two words is what you really think of yourself. So you need to start changing your I am and saying, I am beautiful. I am loved. I am a good person. I am not my trauma. I am not my abuse. I am not the limitations of others. I am not the opinions of others. You need to start sitting down and having these hard conversations with yourself and telling yourself how much you do love yourself and taking care of yourself, putting yourself. I know this person personally, and like me, we both have a lot of kids. Um, you need to make sure that you're taking time out for you too. And I know that you're a wonderful mother, that you're a great person. I've met you personally. I've talked to you. I've followed you on Facebook. I know you. You are a great person. And you need to understand, though, that you need to start doing some self care. And when I say the reason I brought up the kids is that you need to understand too, you are not just a mother. You're not the title that society puts on you. You're not just a mother. You are not just anxiety. You're not depression. You are not friggin' PTSD. You are not abuse. You are not all these different things. You're not just a worker. You're not just somebody that makes somebody else rich. You're not. You have hopes and dreams and wishes and fucking and things you want out of life too. Um, this is an unpopular opinion. This is an unpopular opinion. But I once had somebody, well, it was my biological father that told me this once before. And it's one of those things that stuck with me since I mean, I was a fucking kid when he told me this, like 15, 14, 15, 16 years old maybe. And what he had told me because something back then had happened, and it was like he took my stepmother's side. And I was like, basically, don't tell me TikTok. TikTok popped up message, you've gone live for 90 minutes today. Consider taking a break. Fuck you. Don't tell me. I run my shit. I run my life, not you, TikTok. Until they shut me off. But okay, so this is what he told me, right? Me and my stepmom had gotten into it, or I don't remember exactly what had happened. What happened with between me and my stepmom wasn't as important of what my biological father had told me back then. And I remember asking him, like, why do you always take her side? Like, why do you always, freaking side with her? Like, it's basically this bullshit. I didn't say that back then because my biological father would not have allowed me to say that. But he told me, he was like, one of these days you're going to grow up and you're going to understand and you're going to realize that long after you talking to me as a kid, long after you grow up and you turn 18 and you go out there and you start living your own life and having your own kids, that just because me and you are close like we are right now doesn't mean we're always going to be this close. But you're going to go out there and you're going to start living your own life. Finding a woman, finding, love, having kids, starting a career, doing whatever you're going to do with your life. And when you do that, me and you are probably going to lose, we're not going to be as close. We're going to lose, contact along the way. He said, but there's one person that I have found on this earth that when I am 80 years old and I'm sitting on my porch in a rocking chair, holding that person's hand, that we have been through so much in our life that I don't want to fight with that person for the rest of my life over and over and over again, because a lot of the shit doesn't really matter. It's not going to matter in a year from now. You probably ain't going to remember what the fuck's going on from 10 years from now. So the reason I brought that up and the reason I wanted to tell that little story was because the following thing that I'm about to say is I love my kids very much. I do. Uh, I like to think of myself as that I'm a really good father. I get my kids, when I'm supposed to, and even way more than what I'm supposed to. My baby mom's never, and I'm not saying baby mom in a bad term. I have a really good mother of my children. I love my kids very much, but I know at some certain point in time, they are going to go off and into the world. I love the woman that I'm with very much, but the one person that I have to make sure that I love more than my kids and more than my woman, more than my friends, more than my family, more than anything else on this earth is me. I have to make sure I love me and take care of me first. And that is, with self-care, making sure I get rest, relaxation, making sure that I'm getting what I want out of life. Because like that story I just told you, because I know a lot of parents is like, well, I'll start my life when my kids turn 18 and they go out on their own. Do you really want to wait that long? But then a lot of people, are like, oh, well, I live for my kids. My kids are my world. That's great. That's awesome. Not not saying a bad thing about that. But what I am trying to say though is that when they turn 18 and they go on with their lives, where does that leave your life? If you would have started, a lot of people sit here and say, I just want to give my best to my kids. My kids are my world. I want to give them the life that I never had and this and that. But you forget to also live your life too. You forget to take care of you as much as you take care of others. You forget to take care of you as much as you take care of your kids and take care of the uh the spouse that you may be with, the friends that you're with. the family members that you have. You forget to take care of you, and you are the most important person in your life. Period. I I told you this is an unpopular opinion because a lot of people will, sit there and argue, well, no, my kids are the most important thing in my life. And, I'll give anything for them and I'll do all this and I'll do all that. But the problem is with that is that when you put your kids first above yourself, then that's when a lot of people get stressed and they snap easily. Like, freaking you just, snap at your kids because they're doing something small and annoying and little, because you're stressed and you aren't actually enjoying life. You're, too worried about taking care of somebody else. You aren't actually, out there doing the things and achieving the things you want. So that makes you, sad and depressed. It gets all this different stuff. Like, you need to take care of you. You need to understand that when you put you first and you take care of you above anybody else and you make sure that you're taken care of first, then everybody around you will feel the love that you have for yourself, and you can spread that love and you can give that love back tenfold because they understand what real love is. So I hope that helped. I hope that helped. Um, if you ever need, hold on real quick. If you ever need more tips or guides or whatever it is to start learning how to love yourself, because it's not an easy process. It's really not. I'm still learning. I'm a lot I'm a lot better than what hell I used to be. I used to hate myself. I couldn't When I started that whole mirror work thing, I couldn't even look my own self in the eyes. I couldn't do it. Look anybody else in the fucking eyes, but I couldn't even look my own self in the eyes when I did that mirror shit and that mirror work. So it's a long, hard journey and process. But there's a lot of little things that I can teach you or send you to work on or whatever. But it's one of the best feelings in the world when you love you for who you are and understand who you are and forgive yourself for a lot of the things that even you couldn't control in your life. It helps. It helps a lot, and it makes you makes you a better person all around. But it all starts with you. So, I hope you guys I know I went way off, but I seen that comment and I wanted to hit it. I wanted to uh make sure. Hey, if something from me comes, okay. All right, you're good, Stacy. You're good. I think I got that turned off now. So, but yeah, I thought that was pretty important to talk about. So I hope you all got something out of that because we could all learn how to love ourselves better. Um, I'll move on. It is 10:30. So we still got like, hold on, I need to look. We got three more, four more. Yeah, four more to go through. So, that one was pack member Kathy. Did I give her the pack how? You know what? That led on to an even, freaking a little better segment. So I hope Kathy understands how she inspired that whole little that whole little rant I went on. Um, so I'm gonna give pack member Kathy another wolf pack cow if she didn't get it the first time. But here we go. Oh, if you don't get what the Wolfpack Owl is, if you're just tuning in, like I'm seeing a few new face or new names. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like little clap, little applaud, like thank you. Uh, oh yeah, the water bottle challenge. Stacy said she hated the mirror work at first too. All right, so moving on. Let me take a little drinky drink because my mouth is getting dry. So one more thing. Okay. Credit goes to pack member Alicia for this one. And it says, you can't change what you did before, but you can change what you do next. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. You can't change what you did before, but you can change what you do next. That's been the basis of this whole thing. You can't change the past. I talked about that earlier tonight. You cannot change the past. You cannot change, something that even happened 5 minutes ago, but you can change how you react to it. You can change, the fact that you were even put in that situation to begin with. You can change your environment. You can change the people that are around you. You can change, all of this. And you can especially change what you are going to decide to do next. Your next move should be something that you did not repeat from a learning lesson before. You should be thinking of how you can change whatever it was that happened to you. And start small. I don't think I don't think a lot of people understand that it's the little things. Don't when you go to start trying to change your life and change who you are and change who you want to be, don't start with the big things. Start with the small things, the little things. It's the little steps and the little baby steps that you make that get you through that journey and it gets you over that mountain. You don't when you climb a mountain, you don't just fucking, hop, take one step and boom, you climbed it. No, it's a long journey for you. Step after step. Little things. You know, and I don't know, but when I'm pretty much assuming because I've never climbed a mountain, but I'm pretty sure a lot of times too when somebody climbs a mountain that they take rests. They take care of themselves. They sit down and break for a little while. So you need to sorry, I caught a comment, but you need to understand that change starts with you. At any moment, like we talked about the 3 C's earlier, choice, chance, and change. You have a choice every day. Or I'm sorry. You have a chance every day to make the choice to change. Whatever it is going on in your life, you have that choice, but you have to make it. You have to be the one to say, I will no longer do this. I will no longer allow life to be lived like this. So, sorry, I'm trying not to blow your guys' eardrums out. I got two Bluetooths on. I got this one for the computer and I got this one for the phone. So, and I know this one down here is probably picking up a whole bunch of sounds. I'm gonna try and figure that out. I can't. I hopefully soon I can figure out how to actually stream to TikTok. I heard it can be done. Not everybody can do it, but all right, we're gonna move on. Thank you, pack member Alicia, for for that great contribution to the group. Going to give her one of those good old Wolfpack howls. Here we go. Okay. Wait, Stacy, you had me fucked up for a minute. I thought I hit the vape or something on screen, but you were just telling me to stay away from the vape because of my throat. Yeah, it probably is. I've been thinking about quitting here lately. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I don't know it's going to happen. See, and that's one of my addictions. I can't help it. I used to smoke like 3 packs of cigarettes a day. Like I used to smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day. So uh, that vape's a lot better than what the hell I used to do. It's really I think it's a lot to do with the new medication that I'm trying, and some old medication because I don't remember in the last couple weeks that my mouth has just been being dry as fuck. Yeah, I did Newports, Marlboros, fucking, uh, everything. I switched a lot. All right, so we're gonna go on. This one goes to credit to pack member Sonya, and it says, "For what it's worth, it's never too late to be whoever you want to be. I hope you live a life you're proud of. And if you find that you are not, I hope you have the strength to start over." From F. Scott Fitzgerald. So I want to read that one again. I want to read that one again. "For what it's worth, it's never too late to be whoever you want to be. I hope you live a life that you're proud of. And if you find that you're not, I hope you have the strength to start over." A couple different things with that one that I want to build on. You will always, you can always start over, like we've been talking about all night. You can always start over, but it's gaining that strength that you may need to actually start over. It's getting that strength and working to get that strength to start over. But I hope you do. If you're not living the life that you're proud of, then I hope you do find that strength to get there. But I think that in my opinion, the one the one that I want to talk about the most on that one is it's never too late to be whoever you want to be. We've been talking about this one basically all night. It's one of those things that it's never too late. It is never too late to go back to school. It's never too late to start over. It's never too late for you to be who you want to be or become who you want to be. It's never too late for you to get to where you want in life. It's never too late. I was told the other day that a 63-year-old man, and this is now his 8-year anniversary. So 8, 9, 10, 11. So he'd be 71, or maybe he's 63 now and he started 8 years ago. Uh, but he's 63 now and he started a nonprofit at 63 years old. I was told friggin' a few months ago that there was a guy that was 49 years old, is bored with the job and the life that he has. And he's done a lot of things. Military, doing some like top secret security stuff with freaking computers and cameras and shit like that. Um Doing everything. Has made a lot of good money in his lifetime. And he's bored of it. 49 years old, and he just started going back to school to learn what was he going back to school? Something to do with psychology, maybe to become a therapist or something like that, to start helping people. And it was like, holy shit. When that guy told me about, it was actually the equine farm, the horse therapy farm that the guy started with the nonprofit. I was like, holy shit. Here I'm, been thinking, not a lot lately, but I started doing it, more few months ago, maybe even, like a year or so ago, just saying like, I'm 36 years old. My fucking life is like almost over. Like, freaking when you're 36, you're like, that's old, fucking when you're 20, you think 36 is fucking old. Like, but it's never too late to be whoever you want to be. And here I am now on TikTok, where like fucking before I was all the way against TikTok. Didn't want to, be on TikTok. Didn't want nothing to do with TikTok. Just another social media to fucking to take up my time. But here I am on TikTok for the first time tonight. going live and creating something more to help me get to where I want to be in life. A year ago, I started, turning these lives that I've been doing in the private Facebook group for 4 years into podcasts. 2 months ago, I just started a YouTube channel. It's never too late. I don't care if you fucking, you got 5, 6 fucking kids. It's never too late for you to change your life and for you to go back to school, for you to catch your dream, for you to start that business, for you to do what you want, for you to live a life that you are proud of. Not somebody else is proud of, but you. Stop letting other people hold you back too. Stop sitting there, fucking letting other people put their own limitations on you, telling you that you ain't good enough and you can't do this and you ain't smart enough and you can't do that and blah blah blah. All this different shit. I haven't done this live and I don't know if I'll be doing this live yet, but I kind of went through that same exact thing Friday when I had a meeting where I had somebody basically telling me I can't do what I'm doing right now. Can't do it. All because it's 2 simple little words. Mental health. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a therapist. I don't have a fucking PhD behind my name. I don't have fucking fancy letters. I've never been to school for this shit. I was told I can't do this. I was told I'm legally not allowed to do it. But see, I'm smart enough though. I'm smart enough that and stubborn enough. It pissed me off at first. It really did. Ooh, damn. Ooh. I hope they didn't catch that. Smart enough though, to go do my own research, and as long as I don't do 3 very simple little things, which I don't, as long as I don't diagnose anybody, as long as I don't what is it? As long as I don't say I'm treating somebody, I can't remember the third. But I know I'm not doing the third either. But yeah, so as long as I'm not diagnosing somebody and telling them what their problem is, they didn't know they had anxiety before, like say, "Oh, well, you have anxiety." As long as I'm not diagnosing them, and as long as I'm not trying to treat them, which I'm not. I'm a mental health supporter. I'm an advocate for mental health, which anybody can be. Sometimes you have to outsmart and look up and do your own research because there's people out there want to stop you from what you want to do. There's people out there that want to stop you from leveling up and getting better than what they are. So, if you're not living a life you're proud of, then I hope you find the strength to start over. 3 C's. Chance, choice, and change. I know I know I messed those up, but you get the point. You've been listening. All right. Sonia, thank you. Thank you for that great contribution to the group. One of the leaders of the pack. I really appreciate it. Give her that good old Wolfpack howl, you guys. Yes. Thank you for that comment, Becky. Third, medications. Yeah, I can't prescribe anybody anything. I can't even fucking prescribe anybody anything any damn way. So, but yeah, like I help guide people with their mental health, and really I found the workaround is called a peer recovery supporter. And once you take that course, then you're licensed and certified by the state to be able to do not to diagnose, treat, or free prescribe anybody, but to be a supporter. It's what the fuck I do anyway. So go move on. Credit for this one goes to pack member Jamie. It says, just one of the comments caught my eye. Says, "I've been howling with you. My roommate just came in and asked if I was okay." Good. Thank you for howling with us, or howling with me, making me not the only one feeling dumb on here. I appreciate that. So, Just a reminder. Oh, I'm sorry. Credit goes to pack member Jamie. Just a reminder. In case life is feeling hard today, you may not feel worthy, but you really are. You may not feel significant. You may not feel significant, but you truly are. And you may not feel needed today, but this world really does need you. Your energy is good, darling. You give out every day. You are needed. You are worthy. You are significant. More than you realize. Remember that. By S.C. Laurie. Man, my freaking mouth is getting drier and drier. This one. So this one. I'm reading back over this one. I lost my train of thought. So the part that says you may not feel significant, but you truly are, and you may not feel needed today, but this world really does need you. I've talked about this before, but you don't know what you mean to somebody else. You really don't know. And I'm not talking to about a family member, a friend, a kid, a spouse. It could possibly have been, a stranger walking down the street that you've never met a day in your life, and you just happen to look at them and smile and say hello or say, "How are you today?" Something as small as that, and you may have just saved somebody's life because you don't know that that person could have been sitting there thinking to themselves that they wanted to do harm to themselves. You get what I'm saying? I got to watch what I say apparently on TikTok, but they wanted to do harm to themselves. And you may have just saved their life because you actually acknowledged them, that you actually made them feel like they existed, that somebody somewhere out there in this world even know that they were there. And this world needs you for that. This world needs you for the charisma and the jokes you tell and the shoulder you may be to cry on, or the good listener that you are, or maybe the good provider, or the good caretaker, whatever it is that you're good at. And I know right now you're probably sitting here thinking too, like, well, I'm not good at anything. I didn't, I'm not here for nobody, and nobody cares. Nobody nobody's there. Nobody cares about me at all. It's bullshit. That's your mind playing fucking tricks on you, because I guarantee you, even if you are on social media, you could go through and understand the likes that you may get on certain things. The way somebody lights up when you call them or send them a text message because they're excited to hear about you because maybe they were having a bad day. The memories that somebody may have with you, that you 5, 10 years ago you were at a party, or you went on a new adventure and went and had done this or done that. Those memories right there that somebody else has of you could be exactly what's helping them keep on with their life. Because of you, they they know what a little bit of happiness is. So you need to understand that you are needed in this life. This world does need whatever you kind of energy that you bring to it. And that there are people out there that are depending on you and want nothing but the best for you. And that you matter to them more than you'll ever know. Because you as a person are just who you are. And because of you, you light up somebody else's world. Learn that and remember that and understand that. So, pack member Jamie, you're going to get a good old wolf pack howl and appreciate all your contributions. I'm starting to talk slow. My brain's starting to get fuzzy and my mouth is getting really dry. Had a comment says, I'll do a live on this too. I had a wild experience once seeing the way a smile could change lives. Good, good. Hope you do a live for it. I don't know exactly who that is, but I hope you do a live for it. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Hello and hi. Apparently they got to be a pack member. Oh, it's Sonya. Oh, my bad. I didn't even know that was you. What's up, Sonya? Appreciate you being in here. All right, everybody, give old good pack member Jamie credit where credit is due. Thank him. But I don't. I said this the other day and I thought it was funny. I don't care what you're doing, where you're at, freaking you could be fucking your spouse right now, you could be friggin' at work, you could be driving, you could be, ordering food, but give them one of those old good old wolf pack howls for me. It is a little weird though that if you're having sexual relations with your spouse, if you're listening to this podcast right now, that's I appreciate that though. That's fucking commitment right there. That's commitment. uh Probably got people out if you're out in public and you're howling like that they're just looking, what the fuck? uh that you don't realize that maybe though, just because you just howled out loud and maybe you are out in public or something, maybe you just broke somebody's concentration that they were thinking that, freaking some bad thoughts and could have been, thinking about doing harm to them, and you just broke that concentration for them. So it all works out, right? And squirrel, damn it. Okay. So, uh, this one is another one from pack member Kathy, and the last one. Gone 2 hours tonight. This is a long one. Says, when people say everything is going to be okay, they don't mean everything is going to turn out exactly as you hope it will. No one can promise that. They mean you are stronger than you think. So no matter what happens, you will be okay. Uh I know a lot of people that don't, or that, that have mental health issues. I know I know a lot of people like hate that saying. I was one of them until I read this meme today, that they're not meaning that everything is going to turn out exactly as you hoped it will be. It means that you're stronger than you're thinking, whatever happens, no matter what happens, you will be okay. You. Maybe not the situation, maybe not whatever fucking happened, maybe not whatever's going on, but you yourself will turn out to be okay. This does remind me of the kind of the subject that I was talking about earlier, 6 years ago, and being in that one certain, relationship, that was toxic. It was not, freaking a good relationship. Uh But being in that relationship, it reminds me back then of how I, wished and hoped and prayed and did everything I could possibly fucking do to win this person back and change, for her, and just do all this and be what she wanted me to be. And I was hoping, it was all going to be okay, and it was going to turn out exactly as I wished and hoped for it to turn out. the man sitting here today and the new, well, going on, well, new relationship, not like that old relationship. We're almost at a year. Uh, in November, we'll be together for a year now. But I'm glad it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to go. I'm glad it didn't turn out the way I hoped and wished and prayed that it would go, because I would have been miserable. Um, I couldn't see it back then that, the toxicness of that relationship and the person that I was with. I couldn't see and understand until years later that it wasn't, me that needed to change. I thought, she was perfect. I thought everything was great. I thought she was just, amazing. But come to find out after, years of being out of that relationship, a lot of things come to light for me when I would sit there and think about certain things after I had changed a lot, to sit there and be like, she wasn't as perfect as I had thought. She wasn't as perfect as she portrayed herself out to be. So it wasn't just me who needed to change. Yes, did I need to change? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But there was a lot of things that she needed to change about herself. And I hope she did. Wherever she is in life now, I hope she did. I hope, she's happy. I hope she's doing great. Whatever. No ill will, because I learned a lot about myself, and because of that situation and because of that relationship, I changed into the man I am today. And I am so glad now that it did not turn out the way I hoped and wished and prayed for it to be, and worked so hard for it to be. Because not everything turns out exactly as you want it. If it wouldn't have, or if it would have turned out the way I wanted it, like I said, I'd have been miserable, and I wouldn't be in the great and amazing relationship that I am now with a woman that I love with all my heart, and in a relationship that's just so much better than anything I've ever been in with before, to where we actually communicate and comprehend with each other and talk all the time and love being around each other, and just work well and amazing together. It would have never happened though. I would have never found this type of love. I thought back then that that was the love to end all loves. Like, that was the love that, I'd never find again. And I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't find that type of love that I was back 6 years ago. I'm glad that I found a new love that I was didn't know even existed and wasn't even prepared for. I'm glad that I found a woman that supports me with this and helping people, because back then that that female did not support me in my mental health support group. She did not support me in the dreams that I wanted to become a motivational speaker. She did not support me at all. She did not want me to do any of this. She actually tried many times to stop me. Had told me, I wasn't good enough to do this. I didn't speak well. I didn't know big fancy words. Look at the way I dress, look at the way I talk, look at the way I act, all these different things. Tried to keep me from doing this. And over the last 4 years, I have affected and helped so many people's lives, and helped so many different people become, better, and guide them to a better life. That sometimes I do wonder that if that relationship would have worked out and I would have stopped what I'm doing, then the people that are here in this group, and the people that I lives that I am affecting and helping, if they would still be here, or if they would have still, been able to overcome a lot of things that they were suffering through so many years. And then be with a woman now that just supports supports me in every way possible. Loves that I do this stuff with mental health. Loves that I do this stuff with the farm. Loves that, brags that I'm a beekeeper. Thinks it's the coolest thing ever. Loves the life I live. She loves, everything about me. It's just completely different. A 180 compared to what I was 6 years ago. So no, everything doesn't always turn out exactly how you hoped and wished for. But in the end, I'm okay with that. And in the end, I love this new life. I love this new person that I am. I love this new existence because everything turned out okay. Not how I wanted it, not what I wished and hoped for back then, but I turned out okay. And because of the things I've been through in life and because of the relationships that I've been through and because of everything, all the hurt and the pain, I've turned out okay. That was a discussion. And I'm gonna leave you with this because I'm about done. Um 11/11, new beginnings, y'all. But there was a discussion in the private Facebook support group that's happened the last few days. And for the ones watching, I hope you go look at this post, read the other things that other people have talked about and and really ponder on it because the subject that it was, brought up was basically if you had a time machine and you could go back in time, would you change something or anything about your past? And a lot of people, I think there was a couple that said, yeah, they would change, the hurt they'd put their children through, or they would change, this or that or whatever. But quite a few people gave the same answer that I gave. And it was they wouldn't change anything. They wouldn't change anything because everything that they had been through their life, good or bad, made them into who they were today. Made them into the fantastic, loving, caring person that they were today. The only thing that I said that I would go back, I wouldn't change anything. If I was able to have a time machine and go back in time, I wouldn't change not a damn thing. The only thing I would do though is go back to the person I was around 6 years ago and when I was about to harm myself in a couple different ways to sit down and talk to that old me and tell him everything's going to be okay. You don't know and understand where your life is going to lead and where you're going to end up. That everything that you're going through right now and all the pain and suffering and hurt that you are feeling right now, sitting on the edge of that bed, about to do something that was very bad and self harm, that is going to be okay. That the life that you are going to end up living is going to turn out amazing. And you're going to have all kinds of new experiences with your kids, family, and friends. You're going to meet the woman of your dreams that is not who you're thinking it was right now, at that very moment 6 years ago, and it's all going to be okay. There's 2 more things that I would have told my younger self, and I'm going to end with that. I would have loved to have told myself back then that all the people that you're going to end up helping and all the people that you're going to affect in your life in a positive and good way, that it means something. And it all started with the same thing that I end with every time I get off of a live. I would have loved to told myself these two things to remind myself that you are stronger than what the fuck you think, and you're not alone. Peace. Everybody have a good night.